All right, so yesterday, we all remember, right, percent proportion?
Yes.
And what we did, we learned it in sixth grade. I told y'all yesterday, y'all had really awesome star score grades. So remember number 5 yesterday. Did we finish number 5?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're gonna look at it one more time. Look at number 5 one more time. I'm gonna go through it fast. Okay, so you can, since you already have it written. But we were looking for, Mr. Quick bought a new computer system. The regular price is $2,280, and you got a 15% discount. How much did you pay? What does discount mean?
Subtract.
Subtract. How do we solve it? Right, A? Proportion. To the 100, and what goes above it?
15.
And this is your 2,280. You all have this written on your paper already from yesterday, right? I'm gonna go kind of fast. Cross multiply. We get 100x equals, what's 2280 times 15?
200.
So one person, tell me what it is.
252.
3, 4, 2, 0, 0, right?
I just said
And then we divide by 100. What was my trick for 100 dividing?
it.
You either mark off the zeros or move the decimal 2 places to the left. Either way, it's the same thing. So we got 342, and a lot of you were like, oh my God, that is a lot of tax, right? Or a discount, right? Yeah. How do we find out? But it's a big number, right? How do we find out how much he's paying? Subtract it.
Is 1,900.
That's 7, that's an 8, and a 3, and a 19, I believe.
Yep.
So he got a heck of a deal on his new computer, right?
Not really though.
So today, we're gonna take using that same concept with percent proportion and turn it into sales tax, all right? So let's talk about it. What is sales tax?
Don't.
No. Isaiah,
Tax that you get off of something that you buy.
you get?
I mean, no, you like get the money. You get back the money.
Good. Javier, what were you gonna say? Same thing? Anyone else? Why do you think you pay sales tax?
What
What?
the schools and the roads and just like
Schools and the roads and different things, okay? What else?
Like you get like the government stuff, and then
Okay.
you get like food.
the
What do you think?
Just to give it to the government and the state government, and they use it on different things for the
Way,
state.
good job, way to remember. I think I may have mentioned that yesterday, but the federal government, which is the United States of America, that's not who gets our sales tax. Texas does. Okay? So different states have different ways of earning money. And Texas is fortunate because we do not have a state income tax, which means you do not pay tax to the state on the money you earn when you have a job. Okay? Do you ever plan to have a job?
Yes.
Yes, so this is gonna be important to you. No, I plan to win the lottery and be independently wealthy. Me too. Not working out. This is important to you because you're going to pay sales tax eventually in your life. All right? So, who gets the sales tax?
State.
Different things on from the state. And what do they use it for? They use
war.
it for police, the popo, libraries, not the school library, but like the library in town. Prisons,
Weapons.
show you that we need those. Firefighters, hospitals, and highways. Okay, so there is a reason that we pay sales tax.
Papa.
Okay, do what?
Yeah. For safety.
Popo, yeah, popo. So, before we move on, is there anything that we don't pay sales tax on?
Or like food, like not food, but like food.
What
Not food. I was like not food, but food.
kind of food?
Like vegetables, but that.
Okay, anyone else want to elaborate? Yes, sir.
Weapons.
Free stuff.
Well, that's true.
Free stuff.
Anyone else want to elaborate?
I
He's right, but if you go out to eat, you're gonna pay tax,
Oh yeah.
okay?
Like if you go to the grocery, you buy some like lettuce. Yeah.
That's right.
No, not that.
So if you go to the grocery store and you buy yourself a steak or some lettuce or anything you have to prepare, okay? So you don't pay tax on that.
If you buy a candy bar, and then you pay tax.
You pay tax, yep. If it's something you just, which I guess you can just reach up and eat lettuce, but as a rule of thumb, anything you have to prepare you don't pay tax on. So if you went to go buy it yourself, you gonna make some spaghetti tonight, and you went and bought you some hamburger meat for your meat sauce, you don't pay tax on that. Okay, because you gotta prepare it, you're not gonna eat raw hamburger meat. Okay, yeah, it is. So that's kind of the general rule, is you pay, that's just something for y'all to know, I don't think you'll ever be tested on it, and when you're my age, you don't care, they tell you what the bill is and you pay it. Okay, but it's just kind of something neat to know. Okay, I'm gonna read about Mr. Smith, and I want you guys to just read along with me silently, okay? Mr. Smith and his family came to the USA for a visit from Melbourne, Australia. After purchasing $32 in clothing at a department store, he is presented with a bill for $34.36. Why did the department store charge him the additional $2.36? How did the department store compute this amount? And what amount should Mr. Smith pay? So that's what we're doing today, and you guys all know the answer to those questions, okay? They charged him the extra $2.36 because it's sales tax, right?
Yes.
How did they compute this amount? Because they have a percentage of what you spend that they charge. Every county in Texas does, okay? That's all over the world. And then what amount should he pay? He pays a total $34.36, okay? The main problem I find that people run into is when you're figuring sales tax and it asks you what is the total price, you don't add it back, okay? Sometimes they'll ask you what is the tax. So we're gonna kind of practice both ways. So I like to use the word out the door. Not me to do that. What is the total? Find the total out the door price. Okay, you must figure the sales tax and then add it back. So you guys, I just want you to watch, okay? I want you to talk when I ask you a question, but I want you to watch what I'm gonna do here, because this is gonna be the I do section where I just want you to watch.
Okay.
Emily, you went to the store last night, you bought you a new pair of shoes. How much did they cost? Huh? What do you think, Emily? What do they cost? Make it up. 59? 59 for me than 59? Emily's shoes cost, can they please be $50?
Okay.
Cost $50. Okay? We're gonna figure out how much sales tax Emily paid here in Ellis County. She went to Academy and got her some new kicks. Here in Ellis County, this is our tax rate. Define percent for me, somebody that's not.
Will.
Or Isaiah, for that matter. Define percent for me. What does it mean?
To subtract.
It doesn't mean to subtract. What does it mean? What does percent mean? Guys, when you see it, what do you think? Yes, ma'am. Yes, thank you. Part, okay. Anyone else? Okay, so if I had 8.25% and Emily bought $50 shoes and I bought $100 shoes, do I pay more tax than her?
Yes.
Yes, because it's a part of what I paid, right? So what do we do when we see this in this classroom? Write a proportion, right? So I'm gonna do that. And there's my 100. This is just from yesterday. I don't want you writing, I want you watching. And this is my 8.25. And this is my 50. So I gotta figure out what 8.25% of 50 is. Okay, remember here, so that is over of 8.25% of 50. Yes? And then yesterday we learned that we're gonna cross multiply. And we're gonna get 100x equals whatever 8.25 times 50 is. And I told you earlier, I'm not messing with zeros, right? Pancho told me that too, because he just said he multiplied it times 2. 10, 12, 41.
41.
And then I move it.
I didn't see that.
Why did I put the decimal there?
Because it's too close.
Good. So this is 412.5. Right? Next step.
Divide.
By
100.
100. And yesterday I taught you a trick on how to divide by 100. What did you do? There are no zeros. It's not what I showed you. That is, take off the zeros is not what I showed you yesterday. That's what you know. But there are no zeros right there. Move the decimal how many places? 2, because there are 2 what? Zeros. Guys, this is money. How much money is it?
$4.12.
$4.125, really? No. No, we've been doing it for 2 weeks. This money, what is it? How much is it?
$4.12.
Somebody said it.
I got
Who was it? You, Javier? It's $4.13. How do we know that? Because that is a 5. And everybody all together? 5 more? 4. How much tax are we paying on Emily's shoes? $4.13. Is she gonna get a question?
Well, I have something to tell you. So I took 125 and I just divided it by like in half since 50's half, and I
Oh
got.
my God.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
So they wrong.
I got the right answer.
You said $4.12, just so we're crystal clear.
Yeah.
Anyway, Marty can't stand. What, does Emily get to pay $4.13 for her shoes?
Yeah.
So what does she have to do?
Add it.
Add it back, right? There is another way to do this, not that way,
Okay.
because I can make that $52 and shoot a hole in the plan. Okay, that, yes, it works there. It does, it works there, okay? But there's another way to do it. So this is what she is out the door paying, right? There is another way to, are any of you new to Palmer this year?
Yes, me.
Yes. I had a student tell me in one class yesterday that she does it differently than I did. That she was taught different last year. Is that the case? Do you remember? You don't remember this, I don't remember.
But
You're
I
not,
say
you
you.
were here last year, you had this class.
No, I still have.
I'm talking to the people that are new this year.
everything's different to me.
Do what?
Everything's
Everything's different? Were you taught different last year? Do you remember how you were taught last year? Not really? Do you remember? Joseph, no? Okay, there is another way. The question is, do you want me to show you how to do it?
Yes. Yes.
No.
No.
I mean, it might confuse you, and I don't want to confuse you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, if you want to see the new way, since we can't come to a consensus, did you break my table?
No. I didn't mention
Since we can't come to a consensus, if you want me to show you the other way, you can come see me during pause and I'll show you.
Yeah, I got something.
Okay, so it's not that important, right? You got something else you want to do?
No.
It better be math
I
homework.
got to do it.
Okay,
I
turn the page. Moving on. I mean, it's not harder. It's not, I mean, it's just,
It might puzzle us.
well, I can assure you, if y'all figured out the 50 thing, this ain't going.
Oh.
James buys a video game for his Xbox for $50, a controller for $35, and a walkthrough manual for $20. The sales tax in this area is 8.25%. What would be the total cost of his purchases? For the love of the Lord and Palmer.
Read
Good
question.
question.
$20 for a manual?
I didn't say he was smart.
I was
Maybe
right
that should come with
I have people hollering at me after I read this last period, said, write a proportion. No, you need to make a plan. Before you solve any math problem ever for the rest of the world, in your brain, make a plan. Read the question and make a plan, okay? Read the question and make a plan. So our plan is to what, do what first? Add them all up, and then after that, you're going to do what? Write a proportion and find the sales tax, and once you do that, you're gonna do what? No, after you've solved the proportion. You're going to, what are you gonna do with the sales tax when you figure it out? Add it back to
This total.
this total. Good. That is called making a plan. That right there will solve all your problems if you make a plan. If I write it, you write it. You better figure it out. No, we're not writing an expo marker on our paper. You didn't bring a pencil to school one?
I did, but I don't think I left it somewhere.
On a pencil. Did you get 105? It's gonna be sad to go home and not have this written down. Okay, I'm showing you how to do it. Now we're going to write a,
Portion.
to solve for the sales tax. Good, I love the participation, keep talking. What goes on top? 8.25. What, goes over here and where?
105 on the bottom.
Good, and the top, the 105? X. Okay? Here's a question for you smart people. Is this answer going to be more or less than 8.25?
More.
How do you
More.
know?
Because 100 is 8.25.
Good. It's gonna be more,
Smart.
because 105 is more than 100, therefore X is gonna be more than 8.25. How many of you are thrilled about multiplying those two numbers together? Yeah, me either. So I'm gonna show you a trick. You ready? Because we all know we gotta do 105 times 8.25, right? Are you ready? 8.25 times 105. I have to deal with that zero, right? I can't just take him out. I mean, that changes the value of the number. If it was in the end, I could just take him out. Okay, what's 5 times 5?
25.
Carry the 2, that's 10, 12. Carry the 1, that's 40. Okay, so most of you don't do this. Do not write this down. This is what you would do for the next one, right? Yeah? You ready for another fun shortcut for 7th grade since you graduated 7th grade now? You know you're in this spot, right? So you have to put the 0 down. But we're not gonna deal with him. We're gonna move already over to this spot. So if I'm in this spot, how many zeros do I put down?
1, 2.
2. Now I'm gonna start by multiplying. What's 1 times 5?
2. 8.
And then I add them up. How many places are behind the decimal?
2.
Hey, but will you put that in your calculator and tell me if you get the same thing as I got?
Wasn't it easier just to
Oh my God.
multiply the 5?
So look at that.
8.25. And add it with plus 8.25.
If you want to do that. 8.25 times 105 is 866.25. So do you see me moving, not messing with those zeros, did not affect the answer at all, okay? I'm trying to make it easier on you. So this is 866.25. What do we do now? 5. And
105.
how do we do that?
You just place it, you just went through the decimal too,
2 places.
2 places to the left.
What is our tax?
8, 6,
Uh-huh.
6, 25.
So it's $8.06,625.
66.
It's $8.66.
66.
And how do we find the total that we're paying out the door?
Add
Add what?
2. 105.
Plus 50.
Oh.
105. Everybody remember 105? Do I have to line the decimals up right now? No, not when I add? Yes. I got 113.66. Anybody else get that?
Yeah.
So I'm right?
Yes, sir.
They learned, you guess so. They learned the first period today that I can't be wrong. That's the difference in me and y'all. I make mistakes. We good? Ready to move on to old player? No?
No.
Okay, we're moving on to Claire. Nothing will work. Claire went to a show sale. Everything on the shelf is 30% off the marked price. She falls in love with a pair of red heels that are marked $65. If the sales tax rate is 7.5%, what will the total cost be? You see what I did there? What did I do there?
Oh, math. Oh, 30% off.
30% off.
Dude, math.
It's recorded. Microphone's right there.
Timer.
What do you think our plan is? Not Isaiah, right,
Now we'll.
or Will. What is the plan? What is your plan?
Go.
And please do not tell me math.
Proportion.
Pay for what?
30% off.
30% off. So instead of telling me proportion, I want you to tell me like your actual plan. That's right. But so you would figure the 30% off first. Are y'all with me? And once we figure that, what are we gonna do?
We add tax.
Find the tax and then add it back. So we're gonna find the 30% off. What are we gonna do with that?
And then subtract it to
Subtract it. Then we're gonna take that number and find the tax and add it. Good. So we know how to do the 30% off. That was pretty simple. We did it yesterday. And we're gonna do it again right now. So write a proportion. This is 100, 30. And what goes over here and where?
65.
Where?
Bottom.
If I cross multiply, I get equals whatever 65 times is.
Is it a 75 or 15?
Awesome. Tell me what you got when you get it. Just a minute. Awesome. Yep. Just with the 65 times 30. Huh? I got 1,950. I multiplied.
I got it.
That what everybody else got? Now what do we do?
Multiply.
Divide by 100. How do we do that?
2 plus 0.
There you go. So what is the discount?
$2.50.
$2.50.
Now we subtract that by 65.
Awesome. Keep going. Everybody, I'm gonna start back up here. It's gonna work. I'm gonna do 65.0 because it's 1950 and I can do 19.5. I don't have to like work super hard there. And then I move back here. All right. Borrow. That's 5. 4 minus 9. I got a 14 minus 9 is 5 and 4. That's the heck of a discount. What do y'all think? Next step, find the. How do we do that? $100. What goes on top of it? What?
$45.05.
And what goes over here and where? On the bottom. Why are we not using 65?
Is there a 3 discount?
That's what we're paying now. Everybody still with me?
Mm-hmm.
And then we Cross multiply and get, do you know what that is? Neither do I. If you are taking a test and you do not have a calculator, you have to work this out, which is why I'm doing it right now. 5 times 5?
25.
5 times 5, 25 plus 2.
2, that's 27.
5 times 4 is 20 plus 2.
22.
Remember to put your placeholder down, right? 7 times 5? Carry the 3. 7 times 5 plus 3. Carry the 3. 7 times 4 plus 3. 31. And then we add. 7 and 5 is 12.
Yes.
Carry the 1. That's 3 and 8 is 11. Is my math right? And how many places behind the decimal?
So,
2. 100x equals, I'm not even going to write the rest of it because I know this is money. And I still have to do what?
divide,
Divide by 100. How do I do that?
there's a decimal twice to your left.
How much tax am I paying?
$2.
40 cents.
What? $3.41.
And we add that to
Added what?
add it to 45.5.
Good job. So we gotta take the 45.5 and add, do I have to line up the decimals?
Yes.
Yes, when you're adding, you do. So all I have to do is put that 0 right there and go to adding. That's 1. It's 9. 5 and 3 is
48.
good. Total out the door price of these fabulous new red heels, $48.91. Everybody good? Do what?
Is this what the machine does every single time?
This is what the machine does when you buy something. You scan it. This is what the machine does. Now you're doing it on paper. You got it. Awesome. Turn to the next page. Let's skip John and go to Sue Ann here at the bottom.
I got it.
Sue Ann bought a new pair of shoes for $57 and a pair of jeans for $31.50. Tax is 8.25%. What is the total out the door cost? Tell me your plan. First, you are going to Isaiah, yes. Good job. And the next step after you add them together, Jacob, yes, tell me. Perfect. Do a proportion for the sales tax. And then what are we going to do once we find that sales tax, Emma? Add it back. Good. Make a plan. Promise it will help you. 57 plus 31.50. Do I have to line up the decimals?
Yes.
Yes. This is 5, 8, and 8. So we're spending $88.50 on our shoes and jeans. Next step, what Jacob told us to do?
Make a proportion.
Make a proportion. Yeah, Penelope, you can yell that out at me if you want to, so you can talk about it. What's our percentage?
1.5%.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're working ahead of me, you're gonna be sad here in a minute. You doing way more work than you have to. What goes over here and where?
88.5 at the bottom. And then
Now we, okay, so I wanted to get to this one because I knew it was gonna be tough. Raise your hand if you're thrilled about doing 88.5 times 8.25. You are, Emily? Because I'm not. Okay. When you go home tonight, or today during pause, well, you can't do it in pause, but tonight, when you're doing your work and you're using a calculator, I'm going to show you what your paper should look like to get the credit from me when you come in tomorrow. Because I know you use calculators, and I know you got one in your pocket. I get it. I'm not mad. Okay? Because very few of us want to actually work this out, do we?
No.
I mean, I am not thrilled about working this out on paper. Are you? No. It's not cheating.
I use it all the time. I mean,
Only
want
use
this-
I mean, you can't use it on Star,
no, not that.
but I don't think that you're gonna have this when you take Star.
I don't
It's not gonna be that big. And if it is, okay, my question is to you, because you're mature seventh graders now, do you know how to do that?
No.
You don't know how to multiply three numbers
Yes.
together?
Oh yeah.
3 and
Oh,
3?
yes.
Do you know how to multiply 8? If I said to you, multiply 8.25 times 88.5, can you do it?
Yes.
Yes, and I believe that you can. So you know what I'm gonna do?
Give us.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's 730.125. So this is what, if this were your homework assignment and you brought this into me tomorrow, you have shown your work. Okay, that is showing your work. And the next step is to divide by 100, and how do we do that?
Really, that's what you have to look.
And how much tax are we paying?
$7.
$7.30. And then how do we find the out the door price? Add it to, this is what show your work looks like. Are you with me? This is show your work. I got $95.80. Welcome to seventh grade. I believe you can. Okay? If I thought you couldn't, I would not tell you that. Your homework is I know this is page 4. 6, 7, and 8. It's 8 problems. 8 problems. Okay? I need you to work those tonight. 6, 7, and 8. We're skipping page 5. So 6, 7, and 8. 8 problems. When would it be beneficial for you to start this?
Pause.
Pause, because who's here during pause?
You.
I am.